Next up, let's look at photos, which are at the heart of what Scrapblog does best, transforming them into great looking slideshows. And you bring in your photos directly from the assets tray over on the left by clicking on the Get Photos button, and then you can bring them in from a number of different sources. So you can bring them in directly from your computer by clicking on Upload Photos, and you can batch upload them. You can also bring them in from PhotoBucket if you have a PhotoBucket account, Yahoo Photos, directly from your Flickr account, or from web shots, and there are a range more that are on the way. So I'm using a Flickr account, and as you see when I open the Flickr page, all of the photos load into it directly from my account, and I can scroll through those really quickly and really easily. I can search through the photos also with a search box, and it's also possible over on the right to browse through albums. But the easiest way is just to click on the items that I want to bring into Scrapblog, and as you can see when I do that, they get a yellow selection box around the photo. If I want to select all, I can click down here and that will bring in all of the images. Equally, I can clear my selection if I want to start from scratch. Then when I'm happy with my choices, I click on Done, and those images are brought directly into the Scrapblog interface, loaded in to my photo assets tray, ready to be used. So let's get stuck in and show you exactly how easy it is to bring photos into the main Scrapblog pages. All you do is decide which picture you want, click on it and hold down, and just drag it directly onto the page. Now if it's over one of the placeholders, you'll see it becomes rather small, and when that happens, that means that you can drop it into this image as I'm doing here. It then replaces it and fills that exact space. So this is a great way to avoid having to even think about the layout for yourself. Alternatively, you can just drag the photos directly onto the canvas, in which case you'll see a bigger photo, drop it on, and then you can rotate it, resize it, position it any way you like. So lots of different options for bringing your photos in and for editing them once they're there. To have some real fun with your photos though, you want to use the contextual menu, which has got a lot more features, such as the ability to crop your images. If I click on crop, I've got 3 different shapes I can use. I'm going to use the basic rectangle cropping tool. As you can see, this now gives me a bounding box that I can select the exact area of the photo I want to crop. Once I'm happy with that, I click on Done, and just like that, the image is cropped right there in the main page. I can also add a link to images, and an image can link directly to a Scrapblog page, so it takes you through to one particular page, or to a website or blog if you'd like it to. Other options available are the addition of shadow. You can change the border around the image to give a different size and a different line type. And then you can also change things like the ability to add reflection. If you bump up this reflection button over here, that adds a little reflection that drops directly under the image. This looks great on dark backgrounds or anywhere that you've got a kind of liquid effect. You can move that straight back down just by moving the slider bar also. Same goes for opacity, so if you want to have a semi-transparent image, that's also no problem. Really easy to bring about. Now you've also down at the bottom got cut, copy and paste, just as you'd expect from an image editor. Also you've got unlimited undo, so every time you click this button it will take you through to the previous stage of the picture. So here I'm going through all of the things I've just done. You can see them now being brought through a second time. That's great. You can also redo if you decide you've gone too far. Also of great importance and real use if you want to layer your pictures is the ability to bring them to the front, to the back, bring them forward and bring them backward. So you can put them right in front of other images, or you can move them right behind, or have them somewhere in between, giving you a really good layered effect. You can see here that the ants have just come on over the picture. And if I keep bringing that to the back, you can see now that that's layered directly underneath the cloth and the other photos. So this is a great way to create a really 3-dimensional layered effect for your photos.